Hey man, comedian Kstriggss, entertainer, healer, life changer. Hey man, I'm a nigga good for the soul.
They just wanna hate, so I wanna make my own lane. I been out the way, I been out fucking rolling. I been sipping drinking, I been sipping drinking, I been sipping drinking. All my friends go down the drain. All your feelings come just pour down.
All right, bet. TalkinConversation Podcast 103 by Rich. Back with another podcast. This is brought to you by Heart Rich Productions, where ideas become reality. I have a guest on today. You want to go ahead and introduce yourself?
Hey man, comedian Kstriggss, entertainer, healer, life changer. Hey man, I'm a nigga good for the soul. That's what I am. So yeah, you follow me on Instagram.
Okay, let's go get it out of the way. Yeah,
Oh, you said what?
You gonna get it out of the way? Like, gonna tell me.
Oh, okay.
This your camera right here.
Okay, this is me.
You.
Okay, on Instagram, Kstriggss, KSTRIGGSS. And I say SS when y'all make flyers. It's two S's, ain't just one.
They don't be putting two S's.
It's two S's, so it's SS. It's real simple, but yeah, on Instagram, on Facebook too. I ain't gonna tell y'all that my full name, but
yeah, okay, that Facebook get weak. I had to delete all my shit on Facebook. College teammates get to pulling up old shit.
Hey, let me tell you something. As I'm doing content, I be on shit like that. I be like, you know how niggas be getting like canceled and shit?
Yeah.
I say, it's too much shit out here with me on it. And I said, if I ever make it, I ain't gonna be there long.
You got a lot of shit niggas can pull up in the past.
And it ain't even like bad shit. It's just gonna be like, it's shit I'm gonna have to explain.
Yeah,
and I don't like that. I'm gonna have to explain. I did it because I wanted to at the time, but I'm gonna get to a stage where I'm gonna have to explain this and I'm be like, hey, it was a time.
That's what I would think. I did a few podcasts early on that probably would have got me killed as far as like just exposing shit. So I privated all them podcasts because that's how much shit is in there. I private the whole like.
But you know the thing is, I may not act on it, but my mind is very poison. Like I have acts like if I see stuff, I'll be like, damn, I want to do that.
Yeah.
But I'm raised a certain way, so I'll be like, I'll control it. But I'll be like, my initial thought would be like, damn, people wouldn't even think I think like this. You know, it's just on some human shit. I'd be like, just whatever this shit is, you just be thinking about something. Like,
it's crazy. You gotta think good because like the natural thing is to think bad, do some negative shit.
That's why temptation is so easy.
Literally,
temptation is the easiest. It's the easiest thing to do, hardest thing to not do. Oh, that's the crazy shit. I think that's how life was created. You know what I'm saying? So it's fucked up, but
it is. So like you said, you're a comedian, podcast host of something other than comedy.
Yep. One of three on that. Something other than comedy. I got a shout out to Elo Copeland and my boy Nick, Off the Bones on Instagram. Holla at his stop at his rib shack up there in Lawrenceville. He's Sugarloaf. He out there.
Out there.
Yeah, put some stop by Shell before you stop out there.
Yeah. A couple shells.
Stop by Shell. But yeah. Got that podcast popping. Just trying to be active.
Got to.
A lot of people always be like, hey, Striggles, what you got going on? You going to hear me say the same thing. Just trying to keep it going. What you got going on, man? A lot. I'm just trying not to stop. I'm just trying not to stop.
Trying to stay consistent.
Let me tell you.
That's really what it is, because staying consistent, knocking the days off getting shit done. But shit can get repetitive when we doing shit every day. But that's really shit really be the key, though. Just staying consistent, though.
That'd be and the thing is, the hardest thing is when you being consistent. And then you get in that sense of you by yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, because now you're the only one doing it like how you do with your podcast, right? You're the only one. You staying consistent, but it's just like, damn, I got to worry about this camera.
Yeah.
Got to worry about this mic. Damn, I done left this shit. So it's like you get
it's a lot of shit to worry about. And then there's other shit outside of just a podcast, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's just like additional shit. I just want to start off with this question. I start off with everybody. What are you most proud of yourself for doing?
The most proud of myself I am,
what are you most proud of yourself for doing?
Okay, what am I most proud of myself for doing? Most proud of myself I am doing is stepping out on my gift. Stepping out on my gift. I've always had, I did say I'm a healer. Laughter is a sense of healing. I've always been just like most comedians. Everybody, and like when niggas be like, "Oh man, he ain't funny." If he a comedian, if he on stage doing something in his life is made him funny to where he think or she think she can do this on stage.
Big facts.
May not be funniest on stage, but you up here for a reason.
Facts though.
And one of the things for me, I always had to, in American Gangster, right, the movie with Denzel, right? He says, remember when he went to the club and seen Cuba Gooding Jr.? I forgot who his role was, but he was like, I think he was copywriting his product, and he was like, I don't give a damn what you do. You can call it blue dog shit, just don't call it blue motherfucking magic. Yeah. And he was just like, you got to dilute this shit, right? Yeah. As a kid, I always had to dilute my talent. Water that shit down, because the strongest chemical is the natural chemical. Zinc, copper is strong when it's at its whole, but when you add water, you dilute it, you take the it's not as effective. So as a kid growing up, I always had to dilute my talent.
What do you mean by that though?
Dilute. I grew up in church. Why you doing all that playing? Sit down. You sit down. We in church. The pastor up there talking. Don't be cracking jokes. I'm a smart kid. I'm getting 4.0s, but I'm disrupting the classes too. But it's not a bad disruption. It's more like fun. But you know, when Striggss in the room, we gonna laugh. I'm gonna do something, or something's gonna happen where I gotta talk on it. I gotta speak on it. To make my point. But so that's what I mean by diluting. Grandma, mom. Now they see it. Now they be like, you know what? You always been. I know. I said y'all just kept trying to dilute a nigga, right? Blue magic. You feel me?
Thanks.
So I'm happy. I'm most proud about myself stepping out on that. Stepping out was something that you done had to conceal. Now I can step out on the shit. Be like, this gonna get y'all out the hood, make money, whatever the case may be. This is my talent. Kyrie got the dribble. I got the comedy.
Thanks though.
That you gotta find your talent. You
do though. A lot of people out here. A lot of people don't know their purpose. A lot of people out here just moving without a purpose. You feel like comedy is your purpose.
Comedy is my purpose, but and that's interesting that you say that, because growing up, I'm never a reader. Never a reader. How they always say, there was an old saying, if you want to hide anything from black people, you put it in a book.
Facts, so.
That's what they say.
Hit it from me as well.
Hey, let me tell you something. To this day, I don't know, but I just recently picked up a book, The Way of a Superior Man, and he talks about purpose. Right? It talks about a man, he has to have his purpose, or he won't be as fulfilled in life. Like he could be the best father, he could be the best husband. Right. Yeah. But if that's not his purpose, he'll never be able to fully be the best version of himself. Yeah. So comedy is, I could call it my purpose. Yeah. But I would say, because after reading it, I'm doing some soul searching. I'm like, okay, that is a purpose, but is there more? Like, is there another purpose?
Always more.
Right. Exactly. Right. So now it's the question of, what is it? Yeah. So now that's the part where I got. That's
another thing. Do you feel like people can have multiple purposes?
Yeah. It's just like multiple side hustles. Somebody Uber, they do hair, they do comedy, or you sing, whatever. So it's not. I don't think.
No, but I don't feel like your purpose would be to do Uber Eats.
Let me tell you something. Hey,
coming from a nigga that do Uber Eats.
Let me tell you something. He talking about, I ain't never ate out of the bag. I ain't never ate a fried the bag. You know what I'm saying? But
I steal the whole meal. If I'm gonna get something, I'm gonna get the whole meal.
Let me tell you something. If I ever deliver Uber Eats food, just know that staple ain't gonna be intact. Or if it is intact, just know I got to staple it in my car. I'll be the
That's
first.
Crazy as hell.
Hey, let me talk to y'all. Uber Eats ain't gonna like this. Let me tell you something. If you want to get away with getting people food, just go to Dick's and buy, or not Dick's, go to Staples and buy a stapler. Yeah. That'll solve all your problems, I promise you.
Or you can tell them something wrong with your car and you couldn't deliver the food.
They'll
pay you as well, and you get to eat.
It just started smoking.
Personal experience.
It just started smoking. I'm on the highway. Yeah, it just.
Because they don't know that. They in a call center somewhere. They don't know what the hell going on. They got another nigga need to be on the phone with them. So they just really trying to get you off the phone.
And here's another thing. Don't be afraid to sit on hold. Don't be afraid to sit on hold, to be waiting. Let me tell you something. You got to be able to endure, because a lot of times,
facts though.
When it comes to like wait times, like, oh, I gotta change my flight, or I gotta do something. Yeah. People don't be wanting to wait and sit on hold. Let me tell you something. I will hold. I'll wait. I don't give.
What's so long as you don't feel like you done
3 hours.
3 hours? What the fuck was that?
Spirit Airlines. They tried to finesse my flight. So yeah, they think I was bullshitting. Like, I had all the time in the world. So here's how it's bullshit. Now everybody talk about the Spirit Airlines, the airplane, and how bullshit. Here's how I know it's Spirit was some bullshit. So this is when they started doing text back. Like they'll text You didn't have to call for the number. Yeah. They'll text you whatever the issue is. So I hit them in a very professional manner. Hey, this is X, Y, and Z so-and-so. I'm reaching out to you for X, Y, and Z issues. I'm trying to get changed. Very professional.
Yeah.
They gonna text me back talking about something. What's up? First of all, you don't know me. You do not know me. And it was just like, what's up? I said...
Do you already send them something telling them what was up?
I'm like, hold on. The fact that, first of all, you not my homeboy. Like, don't be texting me what's up. So I sent them I copied and pasted the message again and sent it to them. They was just, so we went through a whole text thread back and forth. It was like, sir, so what we're going to have to do now is get you on a call line and we'll be able to, get your case moved up.
You was at the airport?
No, I was on the phone. I literally had to drive a friend to Tifton area. So I'm like, oh, this is perfect. Yeah. I said, because that's an hour and a half, 2 hours to and from. Yeah, so I'm like, cool. The whole ride.
Yeah, you couldn't even play no music. Nigga couldn't even play no music. That shit been on after a while. I probably know a lot of customer service agent songs, though.
Man, what? Man, what? Nigga,
get the humming that shit.
Niggas go through what was that? The Future. I forgot what is that album Future came out with. They niggas knew every song on that, but I cannot remember.
The one with my collection on it, Kstriggss.
Probably might have been Kstriggss.
I ain't know every album on there, but a lot of folks talk about that.
Okay, well, whatever. Like niggas knew that song. That's how I am on Wait Times. Yeah. I know all the songs on Wait Times, bro.
That's crazy. Where did you grow up? I know we probably talk. I don't know if the camera's recording when you said that, but where did you grow up at?
Okay, no, it's cool. Fort Lauderdale, Florida, Broward County. Everybody talking about now. You got, of course, notable people. Well, everybody know Kodak from Broward County, Pompano Beach, right? 1800 block. He grew up in Pompano. Now I grew up probably about 15 minutes away, but still in Broward County, just on
still
right. You know what I'm saying? Hey, first of all, just because we from Florida don't mean we know each other. All right, niggas always be like, "Oh, you from Florida? Oh, you know Kodak?" No, I don't, but I know his music.
Yeah, oh God, right? I know of him.
I'm like, damn idiot. But yeah, I grew up Fort Lauderdale, Florida, single mom. It's crazy. Niggas just say that like it's normal.
Yeah, don't count though.
I grew up single mom.
I grew up 2-parent household, which is quite different from everybody else.
Very rare.
And very rare. That
I
realized after a while. Yeah.
Okay. See, you're beating the statistics already.
Yeah, but my shit was kind of. I feel like it was pros and cons to that.
Okay.
Most definitely pros and cons. I would say some cons to that would be the overbearing on children. I really didn't. I ain't go to my first party until I went to college. You know what I'm saying? When I was outside and my mom was just on some
church.
You might get kidnapped. We went to church we did have a nice spree. We went to church every Sunday for like 6 months. But besides that, it was like every 3 months.
But y'all know God is real in the house.
Yeah, we knew God was real in the house. You know, after my mom passed away back when I was 21.
Sorry to hear that.
No, when I turned 20, appreciate that. So that kind of I don't want to say I don't believe in God, but I'm more like universe
energy.
Yeah, energy, spiritual type shit. So
that nigga be chiming. He be chiming and he ding, ding. Okay, ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. When I went to college, that's when I experimented on. Like, I grew up going to church every Sunday. Like, I'm talking about, we'll be there before the church open up. We in the parking lot just sitting because I used to go with my grandma. So
grandma don't play that shit.
Right? My grandma's a pillar. Yeah, she a pillar in the church, right?
Pillar of the community,
right? So it's just like me. I grew up in when I tell you a single mom, you talking about overbearing. So a lot of times, single parents. I ain't gonna say single mom because there are single fathers out there. Single parents. Can be overbearing as well.
Yeah.
My dad wasn't in the picture consistently, right? He was there and know who he was, but he had other issues, right? Wasn't there consistently, so what does the mom do? She got to take up for the mom and the dad.
Facts, so.
Now she's doing too much. My mom is not a man.
Yeah.
So she's only going off of what she thinks or assumes what she sees a man should do.
Facts.
But there's the presence of a man that's what is missing.
Facts, so.
Even though, hey, moms, you're going to do the best they can, of course. Always. Shouts out. But the presence is what I think the child, that's what I miss.
Yeah.
So as my dad, I said, hey, man, when we get together, I don't give a damn what you did back then. I said, it's about today on. I said, because now we can't worry about the time we lost.
Yeah, facts.
I said, let's make a statement now and continue to move that forward. But grew up in church, in the choir, led songs.
You were singing the shit?
Man, what? I'm talking about. I know all three parts: alto, soprano, and tenor. I was in the church. I'm talking about. It's 7 days in the week. I'm there 4 to 5. 4 to 5 Monday Bible study, Tuesday choir rehearsal for the adults. Wednesday is Sunday like Bible study / choir rehearsal for.
What they do at Bible? I always heard at Bible study. What it's just really just study the Bible.
So okay, this is hilarious. Okay, so now Bible study is basically when Bible study is basically like another sermon in the week. They take a verse, maybe a scripture out of the Bible, and or sometimes it could correlate to what the pastor gonna talk about, or what he's been going through. So they'll correlate that. Right. Get a verse, get a chapter, and basically we do reading comprehension. Hey, outline, break it down. What does this word mean? That's all it is, and it's just called Bible study. It should just be called homework. Yeah, homework or reading comprehension, because that's all it really is. And that
just understanding the Bible, basically.
And that's all a pastor. Now he's more, but at the end of the day, a pastor, all he does is read, comprehend, and tell you what he thinks in his own flow. That's all he does.
Some
now there's more, of course.
Some pastors need work on how they deliver, because like I went to church a lot of times early on in my life, and I really didn't understand until I went to a white church where they started using technology, like they were using slideshows and videos and shit.
So you're not used to choir, you're used to a guitar, like 6 or 7 mics.
No, I would say I went to a black church up to when I was like probably like 10th or 11th grade, and then probably like 11th grade we started going to this white church for a little bit, and I started seeing the difference. You get what I'm saying? It's, from how long black church is and white church, hour, literally an hour.
Offering is not pressed at a white church.
Literally,
it's damn near a requirement. And my Baptist people, and we know what's
nigga
up.
Might not carry on, you don't put no money in there.
Let me tell you something. And if you think you ain't got no cash, and you think, oh, I ain't got no money, oh, that's fine. If you look on that screen, it's text, scan, and actually email. Literally. You can actually you're not gonna just walk out.
Can't get away from it
at all, bro.
God. How was the transition from? You said you played football, went to JUCO, in California. How was that transition from Florida to California?
So
in what part of California?
So I went to Ventura. So Ventura College is in Ventura, California. Played basketball, did a little track. More on the field side of track, not the track, but the.
Just trying to get some explosive.
Yeah, something. Really, it was just pick up another sport.
What was you played in basketball?
I played, so it's funny. In high school, I was 5'10", 11.
So you grew a little bit after you graduated high school.
Like an inch or so. Yeah. But I always played. I didn't have dribbles. I didn't have a shot. I didn't have.
Just one of them physical niggas that play football.
The only thing that helps me and my IQ. That's
a big thing though.
Let me tell you something. And you think, bro, what? Like me, I'm big on IQ, nonverbal communication, and I don't have to score. So me, like when I say I'm the Draymond of the team, that's what I do. I said, just know if I turn the ball over, like some nigga come and pick my pocket, that's cool. But just know I'm gonna have a steal and a block to offset it.
Yeah, to offset it.
Yeah, because that's my thing. Like, if you do something on offense, a turnover, okay, cool. Now what you gonna do on defense for me? So. I need you, because if you just stuck on the offense, I can't fuck with you. But no skills. So we're doing all those. I did a couple of sports, but football was the bread and butter, because that was gonna be like, let's be honest.
How did you like football?
I didn't.
You didn't?
The only reason why I liked it, and I tell you to this day, the only reason why I like football is because of the camaraderie. The brotherhood. Like,
it is a nice brotherhood.
It is like,
playing sports in general, I feel like niggas who don't play sports, I just don't get it.
Every child should be involved in sport. Because if not, I think we're going into a more softer side of things from the NBA, just the laws they're coming up with, right? So having that essence of sports, teaching kids on how to communicate with their like-minded individuals, or if he push you down, don't come crying to me. Yeah. You push his ass, understanding how to deal with people your age and how to, correlate with them, because, like, you got some kids that's, in a space where, like, they just homeschool, or they don't do
on the phone all day.
On the phone, and it's just like, hey, I'm not saying that's bad. I don't have the gall to say that, but I'm saying, how is it going to affect them?
Down the line.
Later on down the line, like, hey, she always has been homeschooled. Okay, so she might not have a lot of friends. That means she might not know how to communicate.
Facts.
She want to have a family, but she don't even know how to talk to a guy.
Yeah, facts though.
So, and I know people close to me that's in that situation, so I'm like, I can't force what I want, but I'm like, hey, well, here's a suggestion, like, you ever thought of, or have you ever, was it interesting?
Communication is a big thing, because like I had Ferg on the podcast last week talking about social currency. That's a big thing. Like, just knowing how to talk to people, and because I done had conversations with some niggas, and it's kind of like, I don't even know how to hold a conversation. Like, it's kind of weird. It's kind of like, nigga, I'm just a human. That's really it. Like,
and so he talks about as a very good point, social currency. With that being said, I think that's one of the things that people like, hey, how did you get X, Y, and Z? Like, how did you get this position? Social currency. A lot of times, if you, I'm not saying you try to be, but if you're that, be that. Because some people look for that. Some people, like me, I'm a charismatic guy. You know, they be like, oh, street, it's nothing about, it's not like I'm trying to be, or
it's your personality. It's who you is.
It's just me. There's some things that I've been gifted with and not gifted with. But one of them is being able to, I can go to an all-white school, all-white party and blend in. I can go in the hood on the West End and blend in. It doesn't matter to me.
Chameleon.
Now, only thing, I'm an ankles out type of guy, so they always clown me with my ankles being out. I ain't gonna lie, but that's just my stilo. That's just what I do. Now, that's the only thing they'll be like, oh, they'll get on me about, oh, y'all ankles always out. I'll be like, nigga, I'm me. But what it is, I'm a conversation piece.
What is that, though, with the ankles out, though? Would you don't fuck with tube socks? You
know what, man? I'm going to be honest with you. I can't even tell you. It's just the way of dress that fits me. And cause like literally, people know me because, oh, you the ankles out. They was talking about ankles out. Yeah, that's me. I'm a conversation piece. That's why, like, sometimes I be going in the comic club and they'll roast my ass. Yeah. But at the end of the day, y'all talking about me. I'm not talking about y'all.
Facts.
My name is in y'all mouths. So
I always say positive and negative. You want all of it, just because it don't matter. They still talking about you.
I may not like it, or here's the thing, I may not agree with it, but guess what? Keep talking. There's no positive. There's no negative. I mean,
let me hold on.
If you've never been to Cali, especially SoCal, it's a very laid back.
SoCal is by what other?
When I say SoCal, so I got Ventura, Oxnard, so they like right next to each other. Ventura, Oxnard. Then you probably go up. You got a city called like Thousand Oaks, Camarillo, Thousand Oaks. Now Thousand Oaks, that's money. So that's when you start to run into certain people. Or this famous person child go to this. Oh, okay. And then if you Thousand Oaks, you're gonna keep going. I think you're gonna keep climbing north. Then you'll run into L.A.
So it's like on the bottom of California.
Yeah. So I was on SoCal. So I was probably 3 hours away from San Diego, 45 minutes to an hour away from L.A.
Did you go up to L.A. though?
Oh yeah, you always. I mean, you know, we in the clubs. Like, I mean, that's when you see.
How was that scene though? That I ain't never been to LA before.
Never been on a comedy scene, but just been on like we just out in the city type shit.
Yeah.
That scene was cool, but what they talk about, if you ever watch interviews, they always talk about how everybody's somebody out there in Cali, right? And everybody's somebody. So you don't know who you talking to. Fact. But it's like in Atlanta, everybody's somebody too. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like at the end of the day, still do you. But I'm not jocking you. So I'm in a club called OHM OM. I don't know if it's still up and operating now, but it's in the heart. It's like right down in LA. Yeah. And I'm at a point in time when Vine was popping, and I forgot what was after Vine. That wasn't TikTok.
IG
might have been. It might have went.
Because IG was there with Vine, but then they started with the videos, and it was like, okay,
Snapchat, right?
Yeah, Snap.
Okay,
Snap.
Okay.
Oh God, Snap just took them niggas off the map.
Right. So a lot of famous people, Vine, Snapchat, that you will see, you be like, oh, you always see this nigga videos, or you always see, you'll see them out there in Cali.
Yeah.
But me, Dwayne Wade, Kyrie, LeBron, Jay-Z, Beyonce could be sitting on this couch. I'm going to dap them up. Of course, hey, honored, man. Nice to meet y'all, man. But guess what? When I sit on this side of the couch, that's it.
Yeah.
If they indulge in conversation with me, cool.
In fact.
If not, okay.
Yeah, but she ain't doing no dick riding.
I'm going to just play my part. Because at the end of the day, I don't know y'all.
Yeah,
like
God.
even though y'all in the public, I don't know y'all, right? So there's a famous Vine Snapchat, and I'm not saying he wanted this, but his presence was like, "Hey, I know you know me." Like that was how the presence
you
felt.
can feel niggas' energy.
Yeah, I'm like, and that's what I said, and I just kept walking, right? And I'm like, oh. So I'm sitting there, now mind you, when they be like, "Oh, hey, bro, I thought you was taller than that, bro. That nigga was so short, bro." So I'm already looking like, damn,
Scrimp.
I'm like, that nigga short than the mother. And I said, "Hey, ain't that so and so?" He be like, "Oh, hell yeah, that is." Right? But it's a good scene. I mean, the everything, I will say this now. I know there's a whole bunch of shit that happens in California. It's not a perfect place, but it's a good, like, everything will be all right vibe. Like
everything will be all right.
It's a cool, laid back. Like, of course, you got your scenes of celebrities and stuff like that, but it's a lot of laid back, like, cool people.
It was hot every day. Sun was out every day.
And sun was hot, but they got the thing called the Santa Ana winds. Okay, so Santa Ana winds is basically like a heat wave. It's like basically blowing a lot of, like, a whole bunch of air being blown through the desert. So, like, basically, if you go set your oven on 450 right now and just let it sit and then open it and put your face in it, that's exactly what the Santa Ana winds feel like.
Got your fucking face.
Yeah. But here's the thing: Georgia got humidity.
Yeah.
California straight dry. So, like, you will feel the difference. You go in your oven and just, ooh, that bit hot, but it's not like a sweaty hot. It's more like
it's on your ass.
You feel that heat just on you, but it's not like I'm not gonna sweat walking to the mailbox.
Yeah.
But it's like hot. But at night, it'll get cold as fuck. It'll get cold as hell because it's a big ass. It's like the West Coast, all that is like a desert. So
You been to Vegas?
No. Hopefully in the near future, my cousin has, and it's the same thing.
Yeah, I went to Vegas previously. It wasn't. Yes, it did get hot as I was leaving, but yeah, it's that air thin out there, just like.
But then it'll fuck you up too. It'll be hot. It'll be 100 degrees, and it's at night. Ain't no sun up. You be like, what the fuck?
Literally, fucking your mind up. What are some things that you really enjoy that people might look at you and say, "No way, I thought you would be doing this said thing"?
Man, some good jazz music, brother. Not 90.
You like live music?
Yes, big on that.
I fuck with live music as well.
The easiest way to get in my pocket is to have live music. They gonna have a whole band. All right, cool. I'll be. That's the quickest way. I like because I grew up in church, and I always liked music. I always liked it. Just the sound of it, or me hearing something, going home and trying to emulate it, or imitate it.
You play instrument?
I played. So I started, first instrument I ever played was a xylophone. And basically, it's a piano that's a percussion. Basically, if y'all don't know what that is, it's take a piano and move keys up a little bit, and that's what it is. It's a percussion. So I went from xylophone, individual percussion sets, instruments, snare, bass, and things like that. Played in the orchestra, and then I would transition into trying to learn the set. Yeah, which I didn't really get a full grasp, but I dabbled a little bit.
Did you rap at any point in your life?
No. Never rap. Never rap. But just like every kid who's ever battled with who he is, he put up a couple of bars somewhere. So I ain't never rap, but I done laid some bars down for sure. But live music is one of them, and it's some other stuff I'm probably just not thinking about. But I know live music and comedy. Comedy is so big right now.
It is.
Hey,
it is.
That's 24/7, bro.
When did you know that comedy was the route that you went? I know you said you always been funny, but when did you say, like, damn, this is something I could actually make a living for myself?
I remember one time I was crying at this funeral, and then I saw something funny and bust out laughing. And then I just kept doing it. And then I just kept looking for the funniness. Like, as a kid, there was no like this one thing. Yeah. I just always found the funniness in everything. Yeah. Whatever it was, I said, it's some funniness in here. Then one of my fellow mentors who passed away recently, he was the first person that I physically knew that took off and did comedy, working with Ricky Smiley, touring, like hitting like little certain game shows and things like that. Like, just getting his name out there. And then I saw him doing it. I was just like, oh, so it's something that can be done. Okay.
Yeah, seeing somebody close to you do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's why I had like a joke in my pocket, because I'm like, hey, he's all right, nephew, so here's what you do. Or, hey, I'm coming up this way. Here's what it is. So he kind of wasn't step by step, but I know, like, if I have a call, if I needed some info, he was there. But yeah, man, I always was finding the funny, but I didn't get that armor to go on stage until probably, you know, outside of like high school years. High school, college is when everybody was like, you need to, or really high school. Yeah. High school was like, bro, you stupid as, you need to go do such and such. And then I did a show at school in college, and like a little talent showcase, and that took, you know, kind of took me off.
How long have you been doing comedy?
November 2019 was the first time I ever stepped on stage at the Laughing Skull.
Oh, your first ever performance was at the Laughing Skull?
Was at the Laughing Skull.
Okay, though. Mine was too. I did my first shit back in March or May. Yeah, March or April, yeah. But this year,
everybody started up.
Oh God, nigga was trying to just start so what?
Like everybody. So here's the funny thing about the Laughing Skull and comedy. All right, so now, you know, and people who's in Atlanta, right? Yeah. You know, or just in general, you know, comedy. You got white comedy, you got black comedy. It's more urban side. You got more. So black comedy's gonna make you funny. White comedy's gonna teach you how to structure. They gonna walk. They gonna pen and pad. Like at the white rooms, I see pen and pads all day. Facts though. Black rooms, bitch. I just see weed satchels and shit. Like ain't no, chilling. You know. But had a good set, or okay set. What at my first time, it was solid. At Laughing Skull.
Enough to make you be like,
okay,
I can. No cap though. I ain't gonna lie. I left there and I was like, this is something that I need to be doing. Man,
let me tell you something.
No cap.
Let me tell you something. I felt so good. I just, you remember the first day of school when you got that fit on and you just keep walking up in class because everybody just got to see you. You got to see every angle on this outfit.
That's crazy. I ain't never been a dressing type nigga. Like I ain't never, like, the clothing shit, I ain't never really got into or never. My brothers and shit, they, you know, they be into that, but me, I ain't never. Just to speak back on looking a sight with what's your name.
It ain't really shit. I mean, it's just, here's the thing now. Me, I'm an affordable dresser. So I'll put something on. Yeah, give me a little bit of that. Appreciate it. I'll dress some stuff, but like I have shit that is every day, but no, you good. I have shit that's every day. Let me see. Oh, no, definitely pour some more, but I ain't gonna pour a lot. I have shit that's every day, but it ain't like no flashy shit. It's nice, comfortable, cool shit, and I put together and it looks a certain way.
For you though.
Yeah.
It's all about you.
Don't ever, let me tell you something. Don't ever ask me, oh, wow, look, because 9 times out of 10, I may not like it. But here's the thing. Who give a fuck?
No cap though.
That's what you know what I'm saying, you do.
I like to dress comfortable, like, because when I put jeans on, I feel so uncomfortable. Like, if I really wanted to move, I couldn't move how I wanted to. And that's really crazy to me, how jeans make you feel like that.
I could smoke a bag of that. That makes sense. But, you know, hey, ain't nothing wrong. Burlington Ross can get you some nice, comfortable, you know, thrift shop. Shout out to all the thrift shops.
Value Village. My dude took us Value Village for school shopping growing up, because I grew up with 4 brothers, so it was 4 of us in the house. So it was just like,
you gonna wear it, then pass it to him, then pass it to him.
But you go to thrift shop, you ain't gotta do that.
Yeah, no.
But if you go buy some Western name, most definitely gotta put on him and down.
I knew. Let me give y'all a secret sauce. One day I went into Walmart and I went shopping. Most niggas go to the mall. I went to Walmart.
Facts.
I done walked out of Walmart and my receipt said $133.47.
Got some groceries and clothes.
No groceries.
Oh, no groceries?
Straight clothes. I walked out with a basket full of clothes. Them little $9 shirts.
Yeah, you got a year full of clothes.
Man, give me that. I got this. I got action figures.
It's crazy. It's a trend going around now on TikTok where they having 2 kids go shop and they rate who fit the best. And I'm not gonna lie, the fits, because now with Kanye putting on homeless nigga wear, it's like niggas
Homeless.
anything goes now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People think anything is fine now, and it's all up to the beholder. You know, you can't really
The
tell a
beauty
nigga what
is
he
in
got
the eye
on
of the
ass.
beholder.
You know what I'm saying? You can't tell a nigga what he got on ain't nothing.
That's what I said, but hey, make it do what it do for you. Because at the end of the day, you the one wearing it, not me. But
Okay.
if you want that's why I said, if you want my opinion, I'm gonna give it to you. Like, you be like, hey, look at my baby, he's so cute. Not everybody baby cute. Not everybody baby cute. So hey,
Not
just
everybody, baby.
let the compliments come. Don't force it. Let them
Literally.
come. Let them come.
There, no cap though. When did you? I already asked that. What are some of your favorite comedians to watch? I will say this: I started going to live shows this year as far as comedy shows. Like I just finally got the. I don't know. I've been thinking about doing the comedy thing for a minute. I've always been funny my whole life. I just feel like I was that person.
Because you did it a couple of times. I know you did it a couple of times at the library, right? Yeah, I seen a couple of times you got off funny quick as hell one time. You was up there for like 2 breaths. He was like, all right, y'all, appreciate y'all.
Yeah, I just wanted to work some shit out. I just really got to get my confidence down and go up every time. Really go up multiple times. I know you probably do every day or try to
every night, multiple times.
Every night, multiple times. Yeah.
So let me break this down. What was the question again? So
Your favorite comedians to watch.
So I'm gonna answer that on the back end, and I'm gonna talk about the going out every night. So as a comedian working on stuff.
Yeah.
So that room that like the library, right? That's what we call an open mic. Mm-hmm. That room is specifically there for you to work out shit that you don't know it, like you ain't done before. Or if you've done that material, do that material to where you're building a set. Like, okay, I have a 3-minute set.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to build it to a 4 or 5 minute set. That's where you come. It may be the same jokes, but you're adding a new wrinkle to make it.
You always more meat on the bone.
Exactly.
Sure.
Always more meat on the bone. So a lot of times, and that's why I'm seeing this, a lot of times we'll be stuck on open mic or shows and not knowing the difference, and this would be a good opportunity for you to have your book or whatever you writing on, or if you write in your phone, whatever the case may be, to have that, or just so you can know the breakdown.
What are you writing? You physically write or you do phone?
I leave my shit in the car, but all my shit is on my phone. But within the past year or so, I really just, because I'll write stuff and then put it away somewhere.
Yeah.
So what I do, I said, let me get all this shit that I done wrote and put it on this book, because it's a lot of stuff that year 1 you may not know it's funny until year 10. You be like, bro, you remember that? Damn, I had this joke about this brown couch and that red cup. Yeah. Bro, that'd be. But you're not. When
you're in the beginning, you're not really thinking about that. Yeah.
You don't have that muscle to be like to make something funny on the spot, right? So knowing, deciphering, what's a show, what's an open mic. Open mic, try bomb. Do stuff that you ain't done before.
That's good advice though.
Go, because somebody gave me that advice, and it made so much sense after being in it. You don't go to no open mic trying to kill. You're like, oh, this is, of course not. If you just that nigga, you killing. Well,
facts.
You go start some shows and do what you do. Hope much success to you. But come prepared to bomb. Come with some shit that you working on, but you're not for sure working out.
Yeah.
Now when there's a flyer involved, and it's just because you have a flyer and an open mic, but when it's a flyer on a show case, like it's a real event, you don't want to bomb, right?
Yeah,
so
you don't.
Go back into that arsenal, what you know is funny, or that you know is maybe an easy attention grabber.
Yeah. And
use that, because now you want to make yourself number one look good, but you have that versatility to decipher what to do, what not to do, and build that muscle. But going back into some of my favorite comedians, so when I was in middle school, I started kind of Beyonce got the Beehive, right?
Yeah.
They got the Beehive. So my person was Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
Right? Now in middle school,
I see that though.
You couldn't right. So they used to call me Little Kevin Hart, even though it was awkward because I was taller.
Taller, bigger. Yeah,
right. But just the timing and little nuances, it was like a Little Kevin Hart, right? So I said, hey, I don't want to be him. Just give me his pockets and I'll be all right.
Yeah.
Right. So Kevin Hart, I'm a grown little man, seriously funny. Laugh at my pain. So I watched all of this. And I'll go on record and say this: it's seriously funny. It's the funniest stand up from Kevin Hart for me.
Yeah,
hands down, not even close. Seriously funny.
Yeah.
Okay. Now people say other things, but
I would have to go back and look at because I done seen everyone, but it depends on what he
all
wearing.
Black. He all black.
All black. Yeah.
And LeBron was in the crowd.
Yeah.
And he made a little joke about Shaq, LeBron, and stuff like that. Hands down, because there comes a point in time to where like in comedy, your funniness is based off of relatability. Or it's
no cap though.
Yeah.
This is what I was going into when I was started talking about like my first time going to live shows. Like I would say the live show because I always watch comedy on YouTube and it is different. Yeah. It's so much different from going to an actual live show. You'll laugh more even if shit ain't funny just because you there live and you personally experience. And I would say just watching your comedy, you are one of my favorite comics. Like
appreciate
as far as I done seen even I just want to take it worldwide because I done seen a lot of comedy like what's your name just cause the relatability like the shit you be talking about like the way you come off type shit is like black. It's like I feel like I'm at the lunch table type shit. So yeah. Okay.
So first of all, thank you for that. That's major because at the end of the day, I think that's what it's about. Yeah. The what separates I listen to a lot of Jamie Foxx is my favorite entertainer.
No cap though, he is the best, one of the best entertainers of all time.
Person to ever hit a camera lens, I think is Jamie Foxx, just in terms of his talent and what he offers to the game, acting, music, jokes, because he can roast and his jokes are good. But on the comedy, for me, versus the overall, he's not one of my favorite comedians, but it just involves
he can do it,
entertainer, everything. One of the things that he talks about is the miss. He calls it the miss. Basically, when everything's going right, you in your bag, right? You coming out like it's like everything you say is funny. Yeah. That's the miss. But when you go away and come back, it's like now you're not in the miss. Now we know who you are, but now you not that nigga no more. Like you remember when Drake or Future, when they first started, they was like, nigga, it was like, nigga, you that nigga. But now we used to Drake. Yeah. We know Future. So it's just like, it's another young nigga that's coming, even though they still that.
They still
nigga,
getting it, but
they still that, but it's not like that first wave of like, oh my God, like this is this, you know what I'm saying? So now you're outside of the mist. He's just like, he's like, I had the same teeth my whole life. When I had the mist, I was cute. With a nigga with the teeth, I was cute. But when I was outside of that mist, they was like, girl, I mean, boy, get your big teeth ass out my face, right? Because it's like, oh shit, these are the same teeth I got, right? From the shit. But it's the mist. Another thing that I had to come to grips is when starting comedy, you got Kevin Hart, Kevin Hart, Eddie Murphy, Mike Epps, Bernie Mac, Robin Williams, Red Fox, right? All these great comedians. But a lot of people don't understand when you actually doing comedy in the city, like the motherfuckers that you don't see on TV, but it's killing. Watching Mario Tour. I don't know if you ever seen him. Google him. He's from Atlanta. He's one of my favorites to watch. K-Dub. He's from, I think, Tennessee or Mississippi one, but he's based out of Atlanta now. JJ Williams, when they go to the barbecue, like, Kinfo, let me hold something.
Oh, I don't know who the exact nigga is, but if I seen him, I would definitely know.
That's his whole, like, his celebrityism, that's that line. Kinfo, let me hold something. Yeah. He's like, come on, I know you got something. So he represent that cousin all at the fan. Seeing those guys, you ain't gonna see him on, you may not see him on a billboard. Yeah. Right, I'm not, and these are known guys.
Those be the funniest type niggas though that you really don't know about for real, because I would say to be big and to blow up, I would say you would have to be accepted by many who have to understand you and know you.
You gotta fit a mold,
literally.
So Kevin Hart fits a mold. Yeah, he's a loving guy. Yeah, size is not inferior. I mean, not superior.
Yeah, facts though.
He's not superior. Yeah, but it's not like we're gonna disrespect him, but it's like, oh, he's not. Oh, okay.
Yeah, facts though.
He's black, right? He knows how to relate. He knows how to turn it on, turn it off, and he's something that he's also great in comedy, great or becoming great in acting, right? So there's a mold that he fits, and who knows if I fit that mold or you fit that mold? Who knows? But it aligns.
So that mold is always changing as well.
That's the point of a mold. A mold is never stuck. Like if you're molding something, you're constantly shape shifting. You're constantly doing certain things. So that's one of the things. Like when you're doing your own shit, you don't have to. When you're doing your own shit, you ain't got to fit into a certain mold.
Literally,
right? So that's just like whether you fuck with me or not. Hey, I'ma still do. It may be a slower pace.
Yeah,
but I'ma still
still working on.
Yeah, do what I do. But yeah, I've recently grown to like a lot of touring comedians that are not mainstream. So like Mario touring, K-Dub is he's very mainstream, but he's not like the Kevin Hart. But in the comedy world, he's the you don't know K-Dub, like you know comedy type shit. So he's and I say that because of not because I think he's hilarious. I say that because like how you talk about jokes, relatability. Yeah, facts. Right? I feel like you at the lunch table.
That's one of the biggest things,
right? And I heard this analogy from someone, and I'm not going to quote their name because I'm not 100% sure, but I didn't come up with this, right? You got a sponge that's so you washing dishes, the sponge is soaked, right? Because you didn't wring it out, it's just filled with water, right? So there comes a time like when you first start in comedy, your sponge is going to be so drenched, it's going to be leaking. It's going to be leaking, right? But when you're 15, 20, 25, 30, your sponge is going to be the same sponge, but it's going to be dry. It's going to have no water attached to it. Because, and you use that into a joke instance. When it says squeezing the sponge, right? Making sure there's no water left on it. That means you're taking a joke, taking everything, all the funny that you can put into that joke is there. Like a lot of people, like, you get off stage and you hear, oh damn, I should have said
that. Yeah.
Oh damn, I forgot to.
I do that when I'm arguing with folks and I be in the shower. I be like, damn, I should have said that.
Let me tell you, that is one of my biggest pet peeves. Side note, you know how aggressive men are with sports.
Yeah.
Oh, LeBron, Michael Jackson. Not Michael Jackson, Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
LeBron, Michael Jordan, right? So we get passionate just off of us being dudes and who we like, right? We having a conversation. But you know how niggas be like, hey bro, what up? Man, shut up. Yeah. And I shut up. And I was just like, why did I just shut up? Because he told me to shut up. And in my head, I'm like, oh, I'm a bitch. You know what I'm saying? So
literally, that's the first thing a nigga think of. I'm like, nigga told me what to do.
So he was like, yeah, I'm a bitch. So I'm like, fuck. Then I think of something smart to say after the fact. But these niggas done been left the conversation. So I'm mad. Because like, I got to get this out.
You got to get it out, but like it ain't gonna hit the same.
They talk about whatever. I'm over here trying to throw it back to basketball. I'll be like, hi, well, y'all seen Kyrie hoop? Like, but they not catching what I'm trying to do. But I'm like, and I had to take that L back to the crib. I'm like, fuck, I knew I should have said what's the name when I had that time. But I'll be doing that shit too, and I'll be hating that bitch, dog. Like, one of my boys, he got a business, so he can make shirts. But to me, the shirt's ugly. I said, I'm not wearing that, but how much it is, I'm a cash app you though. I said I never put that on, but
he can't get mad neither.
Yeah, no, because at the end of the day, like,
you can't get mad.
I'm telling you, like, I'm not gonna say, oh, you give it to me, and I'm putting. No,
you need to work on the shirt, but I'm gonna still pay for it because you're doing something.
I'm not gonna wear that. And I didn't want to forget this last thing. You talked about going to comedy shows.
Yeah.
Just being in there, or like starting to go to comedy shows. Yeah. I realized my brother, he's a big comedy connoisseur, right? But if it's not funny, he's not gonna laugh. He'd be like, bro, he's like, why? Like he'll be like, well, you go to all the white rooms, but it's not even funny. I said, you missing it. When you do the crab, you're missing it. It may not be funny. Yeah. But I listen for certain things. I listen to, okay, why did you say that? Where does it come from? What was your intention? Okay, how was your setup? Okay. Then
when you invest that as far as asking questions, why nigga what's name, you more invested to where you can still get something out of it, and you ain't seen it. I done been there, as you said, I done been there straight face, niggas just talking like, man, this shit not funny. And with the white rooms, I would say I grew up, I know a lot of shit makes me funny. A lot of shit is funny, but a lot of black comedy ain't necessarily funny just cause I am black. Yeah. So it's like a lot of that shit, like a lot of black movies like Medea and all them, Tyler Perry, that shit not funny because I actually grew up around black folks, and that niggas laughing at real funny shit, that's just some made up shit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But white comedy, that shit kind of it's funny, it's quirky, it's smart and intellectual kind of.
One movie I say it's a white movie, but it's funny. It's like 40-year-old version. You ever seen that?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a movie that's like it ain't. Yeah. Like I grew up black. Okay, according to my parents,
Yeah.
My grandma. I grew up like there's no getting around it, but I did other stuff outside of the nigga shit or the black stuff. I mean, it ain't no knocking. It's just how I grew up. I mean,
yeah, no cap though. My dudes always had niggas in different shit as far as just not sitting in the crib on Saturdays, like going to a construction thing at Home Depot. I ain't want to go do that shit, but just knowing you can do something else besides just playing on the fucking game and shit like that.
Because you get, and then when you get older, you be like I said, I can't say I liked everything that my mom made me do. Can't say that.
Yeah.
But as I get older, I'll be like, ooh, thank God.
Thank God.
Because there's some people in this world, especially our people, that are going to be stuck exactly where they are.
Closed-minded.
And it's not even, it's something, you can call it their fault, but it's just you are so lost. Whether it's putting the blame or not understanding accountability, not understanding there's another life outside of that street. If you just go down to that stop sign and make a left, you'll see there's a gas station and there's another Walmart. You can see other stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm thankful.
No cap, seeing other shit, because you see the same shit. That's what your reality is. You don't necessarily see the different shit. Like with this podcast, I feel like this ain't really blue yet because I'm not over here talking about bitches ain't shit all the time or just the regular shade room or black shit, my mixtape shit. It is a little shit sprinkled in there because I'm still black, but that ain't the main gist of the podcast. Like, I just come here to pick folks' brain. Like I study psychology, so I just really want to learn about people and shit like that and how they move, how I can relate that to my life and use that.
But I look at it like this, and I take that I gotta take it into my life too. What I do, you gotta, when you say it ain't blue yet, what is your definition of success?
You're right though.
Somebody's definition of success can be just the fact that we got all this shit plugged up, and we are actually got that bitch that says with a red light that says recording. Yeah, that may be it.
I mean, it has changed because I used to be very happy when two people viewed my shit or one person viewed my shit. But as I go, growth is like, now I would say success is if I can get 1,000 people on the regular to view my shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, that'd be big for society because I don't just talk about bullshit all the time. Like, I'm trying to help people, because I feel like the world is lost, you know what I'm saying? And not saying I want to be a savior, but I want to put some good out there. You
see a void
literally
in something, and it's just literally like, what can I do to not be in addition to that?
Yeah, and the contribution to that. No cap. Yeah. What step do you take? To make sure you feel prepared on stage for like a show or something like that?
If not writing, make sure I write or jot something somewhere.
So do you have like a structure? Like you get up, first thing you do is write, or make sure you write every day?
Not saying this is the best way, but within these 5 years, I'm still developing my style of writing because my mind works this way. This bitch face bigger than the bitch, right? That's a normal. Get your big face ass out of here.
Yeah.
Right. I think of that.
Yeah.
And then now I'll be stuck with, how can I relate that to a joke? Okay, where's the punchline? Where's the setup? What can I take that? I'll get your big face ass out of here. Can I put that into a story to make it a joke? And then I'll work. Maybe I'm starting from the back, working up, or maybe I'm starting from the up, working back. Yeah. But a lot of times, my stories will start with one-liners. Like,
I have heard that.
So one of the literally, I say a joke about cigarettes. Just embrace, but I embrace it. The one liner was something about cigarettes, right?
Yeah.
But I took it because that just thought in my head. So I'm like, all right, cigarettes. How they be smoking it? That's funny, right? So then I took that cigarettes to a mechanic. How they be bullshitting on your car. So now I'm building a story. Yeah. When you go to a mechanic shop, and you got that one mechanic that's supposed to be fixing your car. Now this nigga out doing. He on the phone talking to the bitch he fucked last night. Yeah. He over there eating curry goat and rice. And bitch, I've been here 6 hours. So it all started with a one hitter.
Yeah, one hitter. Yeah.
Of cigarettes, whatever joke.
You can always go deeper.
Always go. So my style is like it 9 times out of 10 is coming from a one liner, and then I have to build on that. Now what I'm doing because I'm doing it. like literally the past 2 weeks, I have been doing tree formats. So here's your main point, or here's your topic.
Yeah.
Women in BBLs.
Yeah.
Okay, that's my topic. Okay. What's your position on that? I don't like, or I like such and such.
That's good advice right there.
Okay.
What's your position on it? Ask yourself different questions.
Right.
Okay.
Now, here's the thing. This is stuff that I learned from someone or somebody.
Yeah.
I've heard someone say this also, like Alton Walker. He's a comedian that does a class about this. But he's not the only one that says it. But I take the commonality. Okay, I was saying that. Tori
See
said
Hot
that.
Breath on YouTube?
With Joel Byers.
Yeah, I think that's his name.
He's Joel Byers, Hot Breath. Yeah, podcast. But I think he does comedians and breaks down
facts
stories
off,
and jokes like that, right?
Okay.
So I asked myself, okay, I got women in BBLs, cool. Then what's your position? Okay, now comedy works in threes, right? So sometimes not sometimes, I try to gear my 1, 2, 3 examples of why my position is this.
Yeah.
And then I'll find the funny in those examples. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Can we go off tangents? Do I have the ability to go off on a tangent but still maintain the focus of what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So you'll see my book with X's. Oh, no, fuck that. Oh, hell no. Okay,
You were a big writing guy in school? Did you feel like you can write well, put words together? I feel like I couldn't spell for shit, but my wordplay has always been, I would say, unusual. Like I don't say regular shit. Like let's say my partner would walk through the door, I'll probably say some different shit like this nigga just trampled through the door or some shit. Just not saying that's what I would say, but it just I don't like the regular sayings. I was like spice shit up.
I can agree with that because I'm that same way. Like I'll take a big word, perplex. When's the last time you hear that? Perplexed?
Never.
Okay, so let me see. So I'll be walking, and if I see a girl or a dude just sitting on, I was like, damn, girl, you looking perplexed like a motherfucker, right? And just keep it pushing. They'll be like, wait, what?
Yeah, literally.
Right? So it's the same old wordplay, but I'm just saying, or all I'm saying is you just looking like you focused, so you got a lot on your mind. That's it. Rather than saying, I'm just going to say perplexed.
Yeah, okay.
9 times that could start something that can't, but I try to look for, and I think, when you're doing this craft, you always want to look for, I wouldn't even call them cliffhangers, but like little dingers that'll get them, like, the mind circulating.
Fact.
So my writing style, and I'm still formulating what that is.
Yeah.
But a lot of my jokes or anything that I do starts from a one-liner or a statement or thinking, all bald head niggas stern as fuck. Literally. So that's okay, cool. Now let's build. I got an uncle, he bald. He always tuck his shirt in. That nigga stern at him. So that's just
how you do it.
All right, cool. All right, well let's run. So that's how. And like sometimes I'll be like, because I'll be honest, sometimes I'll be like envy, I'll be not jealous or envy in a good way, but like in a bad way, but good way. I'm like, damn, bro, I can't wait till I write like how you write.
Yeah.
I got a partner that I know that he write and so structured. I'll be like, boy, when it's a good jealousy, it's a good envy, like damn.
A good work. Like I can't wait till I get there. You gotta work.
Yeah, like I see what you're doing. You making me wanna, type shit.
What's your favorite type of crowd to perform in front of?
Anybody with teeth. If you got teeth, hell, shit, I do gummies too. I do the gumball machine. I do that. Anybody with teeth, don't ever put yourself in a cage. Don't ever put, don't ever. It's like you ever.
Some black comics. They may kill at Laughing Library, but may go to a white show and it's like the jokes don't hit the same because.
Here's the thing. My experience, right?
Yeah.
The only difference between white and black clubs. Black club equals IN. White club equals ING. Fucking or fucking. It's no difference.
Yeah.
It's no difference. Now, black clubs, you're going to do like more antics. Yeah. All right. I'm more fucking ass.
Yeah, facts.
Oh, bitch.
Put some seasoning on that.
Right? Hey. White people, just put my chicken on the grill. Hold that salt and pepper. just put my chicken on that for me, please. Literally. That's so. And a lot. I'm not saying all, but a lot of people get stuck in. Brother, I don't know how to do jokes in front of these white people. I can't. Hell no. I be like. So is that gonna make you? What Shaq say? Barbecue meal do? So you just gonna stay in that state, or you gonna perfect this craft to where you can be able to go and do? Because so that means you're telling me. you can't do jokes in front of these white people, right? So that means you can't. Okay, so you can't do jokes in corporate America. All right, cool. You can't do jokes on at a political thing. Okay, cool. So that means let's knock him out from that type of money. Cool. Let's. So you can only do something in grill, bonefish, not bonefish and grill, but TT's grill shop.
Yeah.
And there's no knock on that because that type of TT's grill shop is what you need to get your armor on. But don't be afraid to experience. I did a comedy show in front of an all Indian room.
How was that?
Nigga, they looked at me as if I was the only black person in there, and they was all Indian. Like I had some jokes. The comedians in the back was like, "Hey, you stupid." The Indian was just like, that's all we heard was hookah. And I said, "Okay, hey." I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all on Instagram. Fuck Instagram. We don't need that. Y'all ain't gonna follow me either. I only had like one Indian follow me from that shit. It was like 100 ads. But
you got one though.
Yeah, I mean, but and let me tell you something. All it takes is one.
Literally though.
But yeah, I can't say like there was. There's a time where I'm like my ratio right now. If I had to pick, and I just told somebody, now it's probably like 60-40, 60 black, 40% white. But sometimes I have certain jokes that I'd be like, let me see if this works or how
over here,
I set it up here versus there. So or vice versa. Let me see what I can do.
So you would say that you have different wording and sets for a white crowd or a black crowd?
Or not even that. I just want to see their reaction to it.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I think we all know jokes that, oh, this is going to work in the black room.
Yeah, facts.
Oh, this is going to work in the white room. We all know that. But now is the fact of, hey, let me see what I can do to make it work in the black and white. Not
both sides.
Not a or.
Yeah.
I want to get
when you get to that high stage, you're going to be both in there.
Everybody. If you go to, look, whether you find him funny or not, and I'll go on tape and say this. I'm saying this. Dave Chappelle, I don't go to his show to laugh at all. Never. No. I wouldn't watch Dave Chappelle to laugh. Now, when it comes to the sketch, that's different. But in terms of him on a mic standing up, no, I'm there to listen. I want to listen how he says what he says when he says it. I want to listen to his structure. The iceberg, I think he has the story about the iceberg slim or the pimp. It's like a 10-11 minute story that he has, and how he tells it, that's what I aim. I'm like, yo, if you just see how that motherfucker just said this entire story, you feel like the dude he was talking about in the video was your neighbor or like your brother. Like you feel like, oh, I know this nigga. Like I'm there. You talking about iceberg? Yeah, I know this nigga. Yeah. So that's what I go for to look, and that's when I be at these comedy shows. It may not be funny, no, bro. Why you going? It's not even funny. I'm not going for the funniness. I know who going. I know where I'm going. If I'm going to a Mario Torres show, he got structure, great structure, but he funny. Yeah. I'm going to die laughing. JJ Williamson. I'm sorry, he funny. I'm going K-Dub. He got structure. He funny, but
I think the JJ Williamson nigga. I think I do know who
you know him.
I do because I think I follow him. I think I seen his comedy when he was at performing in front of the white folks. He was like got some white jokes, and he was just like
I gotta see.
He had a white friend where he went in, and his mom fixed him some food, and he was like, "Y'all have something." Like something like that.
No, that
might be
that's Jay Will.
Yeah, Jay Will. That's what that is.
Jay Will from Detroit.
Yeah.
I know Jay Will. Jay Will fun. The crazy thing is, I was at Trap City Cafe last night. Yeah. We just talked about this man last night. Some other comedians, it was just like talking about niggas from Detroit. Like, oh, you from Detroit? But this is funny ass comedian thing. You talking about Jay Will? Because I know him from another video way back. Because Detroit is what up though. Yeah. That's Detroit. What up though? So that's what he be like. He'll come out, hey, what up though? And then he'll go into his shit. But no, that nigga, that's Jay Will. That's funny.
Okay. You got this no balance Biden thing going on your IG. How did you come up with that?
Balance Biden.
Yeah, with the Biden thing, President Biden's security detail service.
Yeah, okay.
What was your thought process behind that?
So my whole thing was political, anything. So when it comes to politics and religion, those are the two most emotionally based things in the world. It's not even about stats or facts anymore. It's just, how can I make you feel about the situation? Yeah. That's why people are so passionate, because politics and religion more than anything taps into the emotional side. Yeah. Fuck all that policy shit. Okay, nigga, that's just an emotional base. You really like if this happened, you'll cry because it's really so. I saw how from Obama, who was after Obama? Trump, right? Okay, yeah. I just want to make sure. So you went from Obama to Trump. Now you got my boy Joe in there, right?
Yeah.
That everything. We'll start from Bush. Let's start from Bush. Bush, because when I was in school, Bush was president. Then he transitioned out. Barack and everybody. Everybody always talk shit, right? This 2000 was probably the most I can't say the most because I don't know about the earlier president, but it was so much controversy just with being a president. And I'm like, man, people are giving these angles on his lifestyle or not their lifestyle or what scandals happening with them or Kanye West. George Bush don't like black people and Trump is racist. He grabbing pussy, right? And Joe, he got dementia. We don't know what the fuck Joe got, right?
Really, yeah.
So everybody's giving these POVs of them, and I'm just thinking, like, if I wanted to give a POV of a president, a POV of a CEO, a POV of somebody in high power, who is right there by their side? Besides their wife,
yeah,
or besides their husband, it's the fucking security,
yeah,
right. So I said, name me one person that gives you a sketch or something like that. The insight from a security level.
Never seen before. Ever though. Nobody has ever created that before.
And I'm giving sauce because somebody might go do this, but you see who
you ask questions from another perspective would lead you to down a route that you would think somebody would have explored, but literally nobody has.
Right. And now you set up a scene where I got 3 security guards.
Yeah.
We Joe Biden security guard, right? It started from him falling. I forgot I think it was it Air Force? I think when he fell at the Air Force graduation.
Yeah. I watched the other day. He was talking about just to refresh me on.
Yeah. So he started back in the Air Force. So I'm like, yo, that nigga fell again. I'm like, all right, I'll be mad as fuck. All right, so we gotta make the detail mad because we done. So it's like, imagine you done went to school, you done served in the war, you done fought all this time to protect the country, and now we got a Purple Heart in the Army.
Yeah. Now
I'm sitting over here just watching the nigga wilt.
An old
nigga who just can't stand up. Shout out, but it's just what we watching. Right now, I'm just watching him fall all the time. You know how mad I be like, you done went to school, did all this,
this shit,
and now working at a nursing home. So it's just like, let's ride with that point of view. So now what I do is I think there's a big separation between the hood and what's going on in DC. Like hood niggas in politics, that's you know, niggas be like, I got so many dudes that come to me like, bro, I ain't even know what. Hey, tell me something tell me something about, hey, like, I see your shit going crazy, but like, what is that about? I said, so what I started to do is, hey, I'm taking stuff that's happening in the news, I'm putting a funny spin on it. I'm taking little screenshots of posts, and I'm putting them onto the screen so you can see, oh, this is what's happening in DC. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna put like I just did a video. Joe Biden cut a check for 113 for the Ukraine-Russia war, right? And he's gonna be on the thing. It says he's gonna be probably cutting another $24 billion.
Yeah,
and I'm like, I got this 07 Denali that I want. Hey, nigga, I'm still paying on that motherfucker. Like, so it's the concept of, hey, you getting out all this money, nigga. We still got. So it's like we still got issues over here.
Literally, though. No cap though.
So that's the highlight of the whole consciousness about it. It's like there's funniness, what is hilarious or just comical. I just want to tie people into and bridge that gap that we have between our community and politics. So
I think you did that. You know, it blew up over 175,000 likes. Your first one, you know what I'm saying? What was that like? Was that your first viral video, you would say, that reached a lot of people? Or
my first viral video, that's funny. My first viral video was Snowfall.
I seen those too. I ain't never seen Snowfall in my life. I got to get. I watched the first episode. I can't never stay interested.
Let me tell you something. There's one episode. The hardest episode in Snowfall, if you've never seen it, it's probably season 1, episode I think 3. Something happened to where it was hard for me to watch it. Not saying, but the series is great.
Somebody got raped or something. 'Cause I think that's what it was, because I had a girl say something about Snowfall. She was like, "Oh, I ain't fuck with it because somebody got raped."
And let me tell you something, and how he did it on some real like gutter type, and it was just like as a man, and you know, just things I'm gearing myself. Yeah. It was hard for me to watch that shit. Fact. Like I literally had to. I saw it. I said, I gotta fast forward. I can't watch that. But besides that, everything was lit about this shit. Yeah. So I said. So literally, I've never seen Snowfall. I'm a guy that I don't like watching shows as they come out. I'll wait till it go.
Wait till it go off, and you get to kill that bitch.
And then I kill it. That's what I do. So my boy's like, Snowfall, I don't know no shit about it. I don't know no shit. Same thing with Power. I don't know nothing about no fucking Power. Okay. P-Val, I don't know nothing about that. Okay. Right? My boy, he's like, bro, I'm putting that shit on. He put it on. And I forgot what episode he put on. And I watched it. And I said, Franklin, which is that Damson Idris, I think his name is. Yeah. He did something, and I was just like, blah, blah, blah. And I sound just like that nigga. And I went and watched the whole season, 6 seasons, in 1 week. This was
that's how you know some shit good though. You get
but here's the thing. Now at that time, I had a bullshit job. So I wasn't doing nothing. So of course I was able to do that. But as I watched, I said, "Oh, he has depth in his character." So I did like 3 or 4 iconic scenes through the whole seasons. I did like 3 or 4 of them and just put them in a compilation. Yeah. And I let them bitches go. And nigga, now it hit, and I was just like, and nigga was like, "Bro, how the fuck did you sound just like that, nigga?" I said, I don't know. And so that's how I like. Okay,
I like though. You went ahead and went and got all. I like how you just went ahead and go dress up character. So you know what I'm saying? Do you write like what you gonna say, or is it kind of like just off the cup?
Words, sometimes words. Sometimes like when we're dealing with the main character, if it's a quote that he did that was pivotal or it's like really dramatic, I'm doing word for word. Yeah. So like a lot of that stuff was really like I gotta study and get this shit. I'm talking about like hours. But
that's an investment though you putting in, so it's a good product. So when people see it, let me follow the dude so I can watch more of his shit though. You put it in time.
And then what does that do? People pick up on, damn, this nigga got outfits. This nigga do this. This nigga do that. This nigga, hey bro, how you? So and then it lets people know. It's like I'm giving you the blueprint of me. So you see me doing content. Not only am I imitating the scene, I'm adding a different flair to it in terms of the wardrobe. I'm matching wardrobe.
Literally though, ripping up shit, got the blood on it.
Because I want you to see where this is coming from. It's not just me doing something. Yeah. I'm doing this for a reason. Facts. So it's just like, I'm not saying my shit is the top notch shit. No, but it's something that
bullshit.
I'm serious about it. So it's just like, hey, you wanna with your podcast? Hey, you wanna come to me with something? You wanna come collab on some shit? Don't bullshit me. Because you see the effort that I'm going to put into my personal videos. And like, I'm not knocking nothing. You do what you do. But it goes back into your level of success. Hey, what you do is what you do. I can't say we going to relate or have the same ideas and shit that's going to, make shit smooth. But it may or may not. But
and you can't get mad when the results is what you put out. You know what I'm saying? So you might as well try your best. And if it don't work out, sleep at night knowing that you tried your best. But if it do go, I tried my best, and that's why I went.
And then it's also like, because there's some videos that I put out, and it's just like, damn, my light's slow. But guess what? At the end of the day, I'll put it out.
Yeah, you just got to put it out, though. That's what I realized. Like, you can't really look at the lights and shit like that. Let me reset my time. How was the way you grew up different from the way kids growing up in today's time?
I grew up with scabs on the asphalt.
Literally.
I got so many nicks and knacks on my legs now.
Oh God.
Just because of bike fall, playing murder ball in the street, tackle football, playing boss, hopping a 20-foot tall fence to go into the high school.
Niggas be thinking they can do anything as some kids.
Let me tell you something. Ain't what? It's a song that says, "Ain't no mountain high, ain't no valley low. Ain't no river wide enough, bro." Like some of the stuff, like ding dong ditching and shit, or egging toilet paper shit. Just doing mischief shit. Yeah. I think. See, here's the thing: our mischief shit is illegal now for these kids.
Yeah.
Meaning, we'll sneak out the house, go egg somebody's house, and sneak back in, and we think the DEA looking for us. Now these kids, they gonna go get a gun and go spray up a house.
Nigga think they John Wick. Every little kid think they John Wick out this bitch. And it's outrageous.
And it's like, and it's just like, I'm not a big sun guy. I've never liked the sun, meaning because I don't like sweating. I really don't. But when it comes to sports, activities, outside, outdoor, I've done it all. And we'll continue. Like, when I have kids, just know it's going to be an off period.
Yeah.
Right out there. Go on out there. Everything in here off. Go on out there. You know what I'm saying? So, but it helps, like I said, go be with kids. It helps, like,
literally though,
because a lot of kids don't know how to communicate. I don't know. So it's like, say you a single child, you could do it. Like, you got all the technology in the world, right? You in here gaming.
Ain't got no brothers and sisters.
No brothers and sisters. Now you wonder why you can't connect with kids out, like, in school. Because all you do is just stay inside. Like, it's kids out there riding their bike. Go ride their bike. Go fall. Go get in some. When the last time you ever been in poison? When the last time y'all got poison ivy, huh? Come on. Go get a rash. Go get something.
Go get something.
Go get something and come back crying so I know you.
So I know you going through some adversity.
Exactly. So
literally, though.
I think, with just the way of the land and how we making everything soft or making everything, I wouldn't say soft. We're making, the world is turning. Like, they're watering down the music, they're watering down the education, not like taking slavery out. We don't want the kids to know what it was. I said, so you don't want them to know the truth?
The truth? Literally though.
Of why we are where
my whole thing with that, when I was in school, when we did Black History Month projects, we always did niggas that was in slavery or like after slavery, but nobody before slavery. Mm-hmm. But it's like black people, we know
all the black generals and shit that we know of, or like not even know of, like or heard of. You be like, I was just watching the TikTok video. It was like, oh, this black French general. He was the right hand man to, I forgot this major. I forgot the dude name, but he was his right hand man, and he was a master swordsman. Like, he was good. Like, he came into the army, but they sent him away to train and to become like a master swordsman. And then when he came back, he was like known across the land for his swordsmanship. And like, he was one of the top generals, but he was a black guy. But he was I think it was a French Haitian descent.
Yeah, niggas don't be hearing about,
I'm like, shit.
The black niggas that be amazing.
Exactly. So we of course, I'm not saying this, but you gonna hear about Martin, right? Cool.
I got an opinion on Martin Luther King. I feel like he brought us together with white folks, but I feel like at a time where if black folks would have just been fucking with black folks, we became self-sustainable and not been relying upon the white man.
So, right? So, before slavery, that's what we were doing, if I'm not mistaken. We had our own language, way of living, lifestyle, whatever the case. We had that. Yeah. And then we were taken against our will, right? To a land that was stolen.
But after slavery, we kind of got back on that track of just fucking with each other. Mm-hmm. But then Martin Luther King wanted us to go to school with the white folks and all that.
But here's the thing: we doing the shit on our own, but it's all learned behavior from the oppressor, right? Fact. So Martin, this is just me, just speaking from me, right? Yeah. Martin, I think it was almost like make the best of the situation. Don't revolutionize. We are put in this position, unfortunately. Yeah. But let's make it fortunate.
I feel like we was getting killed back then as far as being hung and shit like that. But I feel like we still getting killed. So I feel like ain't nothing really changed. So we should have just kept that route. Even though it would have been hard, by now we would have been straight.
By now? But here's the thing. Here's why I don't say we would have been straight, but we wouldn't have been straight. One of the things, black people equals resilience. No matter, we've had, and you can argue this, and if they want to argue, I'm not going to argue. This is just my opinion. I feel as though black people have had the hardest history in the world, but yet we're still here.
I agree.
Thriving, right? So, not saying that we wouldn't have, been all right. We probably would have been, But black people, we don't know how to formulate an army. We don't know how to formulate finances to where we can just buy with us.
You're right though.
We don't know how to do. How many of us know how to grow crops and do construction shit, or
Real shit,
or build something from the trees over there and not have internet and Wi-Fi and just build shit in the woods.
If you want to learn how to hunt, you have to learn that probably from a white person.
How niggas in wilderness don't even get along from my living. So everything that on a survival tip. So if you took away everything electronically, everything that computer wise, and they said survive, what would you do? Yeah, right.
I've been thinking about that. I do want to learn how to hunt and skin an animal and have that meat for like a year. Cause you kill an animal like that, you
don't have to go to the meat market.
Literally.
So it's just like, and Martin Luther King, I'll take a stand and say, make the best of the situation. And Malcolm X, he was more like, fuck that. We here, let's do some shit while we here, right? Or go back to the homeland. Yeah. And do some shit.
But just as the fact that you were speaking of going back to the homeland, going back, like if all the black people move back to Africa, first thing we have to do is get an army. We have to get an army first. You know what I'm saying?
We got to start from scratch.
Yeah, we have to start from scratch.
Now, so when you say army, that's cool. I'm not saying no, don't get an army. Get an army. But you go back to Africa. Number one, when you get to Africa, you need to master the land. Where are you living? Yeah. Right? What is this soil good for? Is this good for this? What is that? What are these animals? Why are they here? You need to understand the essence of why you're here. What is the reason of you, right? So it's just like when you over here in the U.S. and you going to buy property. Oh, I don't like why that chemical plant right by. Hell no, I ain't buying that because I don't want that. I got my family, my babies over here. I don't want them breathing chemicals. Yeah. So why would I buy that property, right? Go to Africa, know the lay of the land. Understand, okay, this is where we at. What, let's say white people they're coming and taking this from Africa. What are they taking and why are they taking it? Right? They're taking gold? Okay, they're taking gold. So I need to stay here or move here. Why? Because this is a big gold landmine or gold mine.
So Africa is getting raped for its resources, so its resources there.
Exactly. But know the lay of the land. Understand, get back to the basis of no internet, no Wi-Fi. And just, I'm not saying Africa. I know Africa got that. But get back to the basis of living. You can start, because the language we were talking wasn't English. It was another language. I don't know what it was, but from what I hear, it was another language. So guess what? We got to get back to our language. That's how we escaped slavery, because we were able to use designs in our head as maps. We were able to make different sounds to hey,
I think they need another movie. I think they need to make all these slave movies still. They need to make a movie where it's reversed, where like the white people are slaves and the black people are the people oppressing them. Just so white people can see how that was.
Just so white people can see.
You know what I'm saying? Like
this is just so they can see.
And put everything in there. Raping, changing our food up.
But they can't. The reason why they can't do that because they don't. I'm not gonna say they. I don't. There's going to be some people of influence that are not willing to see reality.
Literally, though.
And whoever they are, they are.
Yeah.
But it's tough for when anybody, myself included, it's tough when you have to see your reality. Yeah. And it's something that you've been gearing away from. Like, I say this, police, right? They talk about police abuse and brutality, things like that, right? There was a video on TikTok, of course. Yeah. There was a video where they took a deputy badge of this time and compared it to one of yesteryear during slavery. Yeah. And there were things that were very identical. From the bounty hunters, the Christians that came over and was preaching the gospel that got us onto these ships, right? There was I forgot what they were called, but basically these white men were in charge of getting the blacks onto the ship. So like bounty hunting, right? They found that the bounties back day badge were the same with the ones that they had now. So like little small things, like that's the same exact thing. So I said this, how do you expect to change a system that we're still like implementing what was happening to today. So like, you want like the reconstruction of the police department, but they're still the same badge, right?
Yeah, literally. Yeah.
It's like you want something different, but it's like you don't want this product in your house, but you're still going to the same farm to get another product.
Yeah.
So yeah, you don't want apples, but I'm gonna just go to the farm and get oranges.
My thing on the police thing and just on the way that America is built, I feel like America is built with the capitalism. I feel like that's a good. It's compared to the other ones. I feel like this is the best. But the way the people are in it, that's wrong. Like the people who running this shit is wrong. We need new people in the system. Ain't nothing wrong. I feel like the system is okay. You feel what I'm saying? We just need new people in it to run the system because it's fucked up people running it. But the way the system is, it's because to have all these people, we got millions of people here in the United States. It has to run on some type of system. You know what I'm saying? So. Let somebody think of a new system. I don't think the system that we have in place is wrong as far as, the taxes, they take a little bit too much, shit like that. Little other shit could be restructured, but from a whole perspective, I feel like the system is pretty doable. Just the people in it, it's just fucked up.
I can't knock it, but I say just playing devil's advocate. How would you feel, and this is just, I'm just looking in the corner of your wall and just coming with this. How would you feel if you were African American studies major, right? Mm-hmm. And you had a black teacher, a black power to the people teacher, right? Dashiki in class every day. Like that nigga black. Like Dashiki in dress shoes. Like that nigga black to the black.
My dad had a cocaine dashiki on at my brother graduation. I'm like, nigga, where you get this from?
Right, that's real. That's genuine African, right? So say you African American studies major, you got a black professor, but all the knowledge in that book is written by a white person. Same thing as the system. You getting the information that you feel like you need, but you writing it?
Yeah, you writing it? When you put it like that, hold on, you writing it?
Yeah, hold on, you writing it? Right, so it's just like, and I'm not saying the system is bad. I don't have that much knowledge to determine what's bad and what's not. Now, we have certain things out there in the system that we
a couple of laws can be changed.
I mean, like a lot of laws can be changed. A lot. Yeah. But here's the thing. I'm not the political. I don't know. Yeah. So don't have me socialism. Oh, I'm active. Nah, I'm just from my POV. So I look when you say system, I look at it like that. The system. I'm not saying the system is bad or good, but you want us to thrive in a system where the rules are all written by white. Not saying it's bad. Not saying it's good, but it just you got to think. Okay, it's just like. Black kid gets adopted by a white family. He's black.
That's strange. When I see that's damn near.
And so that's
strange.
And here's the thing: it may be strange because. So I say this: when I went to JUCO, when I went to California, my apartment wasn't ready, and I was damn near homeless. And the white family, who's now my godparents, they took me in. They was like, "Oh yeah, we got him, right?" Yeah. But we were of age. I'm like, "Hey, we black. We know what's up." But when you adopt these kids.
They growing up in that shit, like
they don't know. Now they may have questions, or if they go to school, kids may tease them. I don't know. The kids may tease them or say certain stuff that has them like, "Well, mom, so guess what? Hey, you're black. This is the reality. You black. Yeah. You with this white family in this country. This raises question. Unfortunately, this is what it does. And it's just like with the system again. He was like, you said, as far as the country is the best. I can't say that. And the only reason I can agree with you is because we live here. We live here. Even though we don't understand Chinese and Mandarin, they system might be.
They got a lot of laws and shit that they can't do because they don't have the freedom and the Bill of Rights and the Constitution.
I forgot what is it called. Is it like
we have?
What are they? We capitalistic, like a capitalist.
Oh, they are communists.
They're communists. Yeah. Okay. That's why I figured. Yeah, because they got like the one.
Yeah, one nigga ruling it all. You say something bad about the government regime, they gonna kill you. You know what I'm saying? Like we get to speak out over here.
No, he's saying like we do, but it's sanctioned.
It's sanctioned. Yeah.
Like we get to really we can do whatever the fuck we want to do. We can.
Yeah, you can.
We can. But it's sanctioned. Just like you can say whatever you want to say. But just know it's sanctioned.
Just know.
Like, we ain't gonna tell you not to go and shoot that lady in the face. Okay, you can do that, but it's sanctioned.
We got something for you after that.
We got to have something for you. So,
Okay.
I'm not here to say we the worst nation. We the best nation. All I'm saying, we're just one of many.
One of many. Okay.
And we're just used to a certain lifestyle.
Moving on to my next segment, expanding conversation questions. Where I just ask a bunch of questions based on the range of topics. For the first one, we're gonna keep it simple. If you could live out one season for the rest of your life, what season would that be?
Spring.
Spring.
Yeah.
You're not allergic to pollen, are you?
Oh, yeah.
I'm allergic to pollen. That shit
Nah.
ass.
You know what? I'm going to take it back. Because you said pollen and my sinus switch up. I would say fall. Why?
Fuck with fall.
Fall, because it's not summer in terms of heat, even though it does get hot. But it ain't summer in terms of heat. Fall, I'm not saying it ain't got no pollen, but it ain't as much pollen in spring. And then I don't like cold.
You don't like cold?
I don't like cold. I don't
you
like
get in the whip,
hot.
like, fuck.
I don't like hot. And I don't like cold. So fall is probably going to be my front runner. Yeah.
I can agree with that.
Yeah.
You're linking with a female for the first time.
Okay.
You rather have a bitch have bad breath or smell like outside?
Bad breath.
Or smell like she rolled over that bitch with all 4 windows down?
Bad. Ooh, shit. Reason why I'm going to say this is because of... I'm going to say bad breath. Why? Doggy style. You got...
Yeah.
You got other positions
Yeah.
that you can do and get away with. You can do missionary, but it has to be a pillow involved. Gotta put that right over there.
Yeah.
That's tough one. Yeah, I'm gonna say bad. I'm gonna say
Put
bad.
it on the stomach.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I'm gonna say bad because that BO is crazy.
I ain't gonna cap.
Women got more creases and crevices.
They do.
And then everything on a lot of things, well, it's inward.
Yeah.
We're outies. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we can cool.
Put a little Western name on.
They
go.
gotta.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's. Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. The bad breath thing. I had some females come in. I'm like, oh shit, this bitch breath is.
Here's my thing, like, and I'm talking to you. I've always said this, and I will say it again. I'm not saying I got picture perfect breath all day, every day, but I'm mindful.
Yeah.
I'm mindful.
I feel like everybody should be mindful. You know when your breath ain't the best, nigga. You can feel it on your tongue.
I said not even feel it. You can taste your breath.
Literally, yeah, that too.
Like I can taste my breath right now. It's teleport.
Yeah.
I know what my breath was. I know by the smell of what it would taste like.
Yeah.
If you are, because it's a choice. If you're choosing not to acknowledge the presence of your breath, and
I
you're
think
choosing,
that's literally what they doing though, because like, I get it, you pretty, but you still gotta put something to the.
but it's
mouth,
different. It's
though. You
different with a
still
girl.
gotta put-
It's different. It's the
breath.
girl. See, niggas, it's a different type of. We can say certain things. Like, hey, nigga, let me tell you something. And we'll check them. But women, I think, it's because we want their pussy so bad, and I've fallen guilty to this too. I'm not saying it.
Literally.
We'll want their pussy so bad to where we'll try to endure as long as possible, just so. Because let me tell you, it's nothing. The worst feeling to a man is knowing you had fresh fish on the line, but it got away. That is the worst.
That shit hurt.
Because it's just like, I had that bitch. And here's the thing: even if she may have bad breath, you'd be like, 6 months later down the line, damn, that ass was fat.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Should have just did that.
And I've always regretted the not doing it.
I had I was kissing and I smelled it. I was like, holy fuck. But after a while, I couldn't even smell it no more.
Because
I was in it. I was ready
you're
to
mentally and physically and emotionally willing to endure whatever. And hey, let me tell you, like I said at work today, I'm willing to go all the way. I'm willing to go there.
I'm willing to go there.
I'm willing to go there. Especially there's a point in time when a nigga be so happy and so like it did be so hard, like it be about to bust out the skin.
Yeah.
Hey, let me tell you something. I'm willing to go there.
Niggas would do anything. I ain't gonna lie. Like you would lick a bitch back, like
Let me
just
tell you
cause.
something.
Like it's just crazy.
Let me tell you something.
Shit crazy,
man.
It's another state of mind for real though.
Man, look, I'm willing to go there.
Nigga be disgusted with himself after he
And
get
then,
done.
let me tell you
like,
something. After that nut, once that milk of magnesia come out, then you be like,
when you
I
start
knew I
getting a little sense in
I
you.
knew I shouldn't. And it was funny because I had smashed this one girl in school, and I was like, while I'm hitting, I said every pump was, I know I shouldn't be doing this, but I'm finna knock this bitch down, right? So I'm like, and usually she missing that, she's like, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, ugh. And after I nutted, and then I'm sitting on the bed, I'm like, all right. And then she looked at me, she was like, can I suck your dick? I said, of course. It just jumped out. I didn't need, like, I don't even know.
That nigga ain't speaking, nigga. You said somebody else speak, of course.
I said, of course. But hey.
Nigga don't even say of course.
I'll tell you, so look, ladies, you gotta understand. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm not here to determine your relationship, but you gotta understand this about a man. When I tell you it's so physical, it ain't got nothing to do with he like this bitch.
Yeah.
No, I can't stand this bitch. But let me tell you something about a cold night and a warm mouth. It'll beat it every time. Every time.
And if you say no, you like, hold on, you is something wrong with you?
Like, no. But he be like, bro, that shit, it's crazy.
Okay. It's 6 a.m. and you've been woken out of your sleep to a plate of seafood or a plate of barbecue for breakfast. Which are you choosing? 6 a.m.
You gotta go seafood.
Seafood?
You eating beef at 6? Not a full set. Nah, that's funny. You got a rack of ribs in the morning. Bitch, nigga. This sausage biscuit time, nigga. You over here got a rack of ribs, nigga. That's crazy. I gotta.
You go for the seafood.
And I'm not saying seafood better. It's just lighter. I would think it's lighter.
And on the morning it is.
Yeah, it's just
when
like,
you eat one of them boils, you be hungry after you leave.
Yeah, it's just like I'm full now, but I said right after I walk from this building, I'm gonna be hungry again.
Literally,
yeah. So and I'm only choosing seafood because it is a lighter digestive substance.
Yeah, just to be waking up out of.
Let me tell you something. If you wake up at 6 a.m. and you clean a rib bone,
you different.
Let me tell you something. I don't give a damn if we the last 2 people on earth. Don't you ever ask me for nothing. Don't you ask me for a ride. You better walk, bitch. I don't want you.
You're savage.
Cleaning a rib bone at 6 a.m. Boy, you crazy.
Would you rather get lost at sea, the rainforest, or desert? But you have guaranteed help coming in 7 days. Which could you survive the longest?
Rainforest. Well, okay. Let me ask this. If I'm at sea, am I just stranded in the water, or do I have a beach?
You just stranded in the water. You lost at sea.
Okay, so
you got guaranteed help coming in 7 days though.
Rainforest.
You think you survive 7 days in the rainforest?
Reason I say rainforest because number one is gonna push me to the limit of my manhood in terms of survival, and then also I would think it's more wide range of food.
Yeah, more resources out there.
Yeah,
but also more reason for you to get killed, like by some shit.
Now that is true, but at the end of the day, right now it's me versus you. So I'm gonna take my chances with me because I don't know you. So
I'm gonna choose the sea.
You choose the sea.
7 days. I feel like if you got guaranteed help coming at 7 days. I know ain't nothing hopping on that boat taking me.
How you gonna eat?
So I can not eat for 7 days. I be fasting. I fast now, like just on regular being. So I feel like
7 days. Your ass gonna look like a thought.
Name a device that's not out yet that could improve your life.
Name a device that's not
like
out.
like somebody just made it. You just created it up real quick.
Name a device that's not out that can improve. On the spot danger locator. Say you ain't get invited somewhere, you be like, oh, where that's at? You can just see. No, not a danger locator. If you on the spot, no, if you going somewhere, you could basically, I guess you can call it a drone, but it's like an on the spot drone. So you'll be able to tell if you want to go to that. Like, so if it ain't lit, you can show you a visual.
Cause niggas a cap sheet, be like, but this shit.
Hey, boy, hey. Let me tell you something. If a nigga ever be like, hey, boy, I'm not coming. Hey, boy.
Hey, boy.
Hey, boy. It's
not even a real saying.
Here, boy.
Not a
hey,
real
boy,
saying.
I ain't coming. So on the spot lit locator. That's what like niggas be like, oh yeah, we finna come over to the spot.
Nigga,
what it's looking like?
So much gas money pulling up the shit that ain't been lit.
He like
just don't want to endure it by themselves.
He like, he said, what's the address? Hold on. All right, and let that bitch like, it's just him and his mom in there playing space. Hell nah, I'm cool.
I'm good on that, brother.
I'm cool. Yeah, on the spot lit locator. There it is.
What would you do if you were a teacher in high school and had a school shooter into the school?
Okay. Now I gotta ask the second part. Do I have a class or no class?
Ask the question. You in the middle of teaching. You're in the middle of teaching.
Okay, number one, if I hear the shots, everybody's gonna take a desk and put it towards the door. We're gonna claw the door up, and then we gonna, depending on if we first, second, third floor, we gonna find an exit. Cause that window gonna get operated on. I don't know how. It's gonna get operated. Yeah, so we definitely gotta claw that door up. I ain't gonna say that's gonna work, but goddamn, it's gonna slow them down.
Should work, yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
Name a celebrity where it would be an easy fight.
An easy fight.
You'll beat the celebrity ass easily.
Stephen Hawking.
Stephen Hawking?
I think that's a nigga in the wheelchair.
Oh, nigga in the wheelchair,
yeah. I tear his ass up in that motherfucker. I'll put that bitch on Super Go and be at the intersection and hit that bitch. Beat your ass.
That's funny as hell.
I'll beat that nigga ass, boy.
If you had to teach someone something that they became proficient in, what would that subject be?
Observation.
Observation?
Yeah. My dream job besides comedy, and this is gonna be it may be weird. I don't know, nor do I care. If somebody could pay me to go to the airport and watch people, that would be.
You're good body language. You can read body language.
Let me tell you something, and I don't care how this. Every time, and I'm not saying nothing, but every time I go to the airport, it's the same thing. I see groups of people. White mom, out of control kid on a leash. Asians are always running late to the airport. They're always late. They're always and I'm not saying this, it's still, black people love chicken. White people. Nah. On my mama. Every flight I've ever caught, it has been an Asian family running to the airport.
Now you say that, when I went to Las Vegas, it was an Asian. I sat between a white nigga and an Asian. The smells was crazy.
Wow. Okay. How old was the Asian?
The nigga was probably in late 20s, early 30s. Had some little children. You can see he was kind of like Americanized a little bit, but still smelled like the back of the China house.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not. So I have been on the bad end of a smell. Not saying with Asians, but with an Asian. I wasn't a fan of their fragrance.
Not a fan of it.
I was not a fan of their fragrance. And I hope that they would never repeat that fragrance again. But I see where you're coming from.
I don't even think them niggas, like white people, Mexican, and Asians, I don't even think they use fragrance like black people. I think they just wash and then just leave.
No. Mexicans, I beg to differ on that because I went to school, SoCal, that's all Mexicans out there. They wash. Now here's the thing, some may not use a rag. Not all, but some may not. But it's like they don't have a scent, but they have a scent. Like all they cars smell like, and I don't want to sound right. I do valet, right? Okay, so I work in Chambly Tucker.
Yeah.
That's a heavy like Mexican Latin environment.
I feel like everywhere in the United States now you can say that is a heavy Mexican environment.
But like this is like on the west side, I'm not looking for a lot of Mexicans.
Yeah.
Like Chambly Tucker, it's all like Latin, Ecuadorian. It's just Latin. I ain't gonna say every. 9 out of 10 cars that appear to be Spanish, they smell like Fabuloso, and the famous comedian Randy Scott, she said it. and it's the God honest truth. Fabuloso, like good smelling cleaning products.
Yeah.
Like that's what. And I was like, damn, that's Fabuloso. Or, oh, okay, this is like it's a spray. Like it's a good smell.
Yeah.
But they just all have like a
cleaning product smell.
A fresh
linen.
Yeah, a fresh linen, fresh clean. I don't. It's just
Pine Sol.
yeah. But it smelled good. It smelled good as fuck.
Shout out to Pine Sol. My dude's having it clean.
Yeah,
with that
shout out
Pine
there.
Sol.
Yeah,
comment.
Grew up on the stove and some Pine Sol in the pot.
Yeah, man.
Get a little scent of that house thing. Just gonna put that stove on medium and put that.
Let's go do it.
Yeah. I had somebody put some Clorox in the pot.
Shit.
I said, "Bitch, what you trying to do?" I said, "If you want us to die, we'll move out.
Just
Like,
say
we ain't gotta endure this shit." It's funny.
Are you more worried with doing the right thing or doing things right?
Say that again.
Are you more worried with doing the right thing or doing things right?
Are you more worried with doing the right thing
Or doing what you're doing right?
That's a good one. I'm gonna say doing the right thing. And I say that because I feel like whatever decision you do or make, deep down,
Yeah.
you have like this feeling of like I should or should not be doing this.
Yeah, you're going to have
You have that.
Yeah.
Because you in like deep down, like however you were growing up or brought up, you just like, okay, I shouldn't be doing this because
Some of your good telling you that.
wrong, or I should be doing this because this is right. So recognizing that and going against it, I think would be like more of a detriment because like nigga, like come on, bro, like now you going away from your intuition of who you are. So I said doing the right thing then.
All right. You become president. What's some laws you want to come across your desk to make the world a better place from your perspective?
If I became president, I would have to come up with some laws. Okay. Damn, these are basic questions, but I have not thought. If I was president, what would I do? First things first. I'm coming in the White House sagging. I'm a sag because I need them to understand what's going to happen. It's going to be some change up in here.
Literally,
okay?
yeah.
It's going to be sagging and crystal hot sauce. Those are the first two things I'm doing. But if I had to make a law, if you go to a strip club and if you pay entry, you get an hour free. But I don't like that double charging in the strip club. I gotta come in to pay I gotta pay to get in.
Yeah.
And I gotta pay money on top to already do shit. So I would probably make every strip club free.
Free to get in.
Free to get in. At least free to get in. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I've been charged too much. I'm talking about too much to get into a strip club. $60, $80 to get. That's
just to throw some more money or look at some ass.
And me, let me tell you something. I'm not a thrower. I'm a looker.
A looker, yeah.
I'm a looker. Look,
I feel that.
all right, let me tell you something. I don't
look all day.
Throw it. Man, let me tell you something. I ain't got no band. I got a rubber band and that bitch on my wrist. I promise you. I promise you. That bitch look like a watch.
Yeah.
I'm not a thrower. I don't. Maybe this is where I'm at financially. I haven't been comfortable to come to grips with just throwing money and not being able to get it back.
Just throwing it like fuck it.
Yeah, cause me, I
be thinking about food. I took out $400 when I went to Miami King of Diamonds.
How much it cost to get in?
I think 20. 20 to get in. 20. I really don't remember. Probably 20 or 40. I really don't remember. But I took out about $300-400 and I only threw about $50. Once I got to 50, I was like,
that's a lot.
Damn, I'm throwing food money. I'm throwing money I can get something to eat with. You know
that's
what I'm saying?
A lot.
It is.
That's 50 is a lot. I was at and I'm gonna put y'all on. If you ever go back to Miami, go to a club called Tootsie's. That's where I lost my virginity at. Tootsie's.
At a club? You lost your virginity at a club?
To a stripper. A million. Hey girl.
Hold on. So, never got pussy before.
Never got pussy.
First time in a strip club, you paid for it? Or she was just like, she just fuck with you. She was just like.
No. Fellas, the strippers don't fuck with you. That's number one. Okay?
Number one.
That's the rule. Bro, hey, bro, stop. Okay?
Okay,
So,
nigga be talking about some, she different. She different, bro.
If you ever say that, you will not be my friend no more. I swear. No, so I didn't realize this.
Yeah.
I didn't know how much pussy was thrown my way when I was growing up.
Yeah.
I never really, and I'm like, oh my God, all this pussy I done missed out on. And I'm like, she wanted to fuck. Like, so I didn't understand that. Of course,
yeah.
I wasn't big on communication, so I didn't understand how to, I didn't have no mouthpiece or nothing like that. Still don't have a mouthpiece. I just have conversation.
Just conversation.
So God bless the dead. My uncle died. Had an aneurysm and passed away. Family came down, and we was just like, bro. So all the dudes was like, bro, we gotta send him out right. Shit, we going to strip club. And they was like, hey, Kaylan, you coming too? I said, right on. I knew I was in the back seat.
I better have it coming.
I was in the trunk waiting for y'all to come. I was just waiting, right? So my cousin, I got a couple of cousins.
Yeah.
One, he like the family like, oh, hey, watch out. Cause he'll walk up to a girl in the street and be like, hey, I'm trying to fuck. How much it costs for me to fuck you right now? He
real direct. He just straight to it.
He'd be like, I got $200. What's your mouth trying to do for that too? He ain't, I'm not here for bullshit.
Yeah.
So my cousin like, hey, we here for Rudy. That's my uncle name, but he's like, you gonna get you some pussy tonight. And let me tell you something. When he said that, I believed him. He said, you gonna get you some pussy tonight. I said, right.
I'm gonna get me some pussy
right.
tonight.
I said, so we sat in there 3-4 hours. He was just like, what about her? I'm like, nah. He was like, all right. So like, we really, as the business of walk.
Oh, you got to pick your character on some game shit.
Like, we just, I don't like that. I don't like his awareness. Her awareness ain't that. Her awareness ain't that, right? So all the girls, 3.5, 4 hours later, coming to the stage, $1 million. You know, they do that little pole.
Yeah.
You gotta get that bacteria up. And let me tell you something. It's a nasty bitch. If you just come to the pole and start dancing, you a nasty bitch.
You crazy. Bitch, you crazy.
You wild. COVID. And she did that shit, and they got a certain way that they wipe it down. When she was bending over, she had her legs straight, but she was bending over at the hip. Like, so she was like,
I ain't gonna lie. If you stretch and do that shit feels like, if you don't stretch normally, that shit hurts. So I get from a female perspective, like, that may look very pleasing.
Light skin, probably about 5'4", 5'5". Curly head, athletic body, packs, 6-pack, but it's not overbearing 6-pack.
What do you think about? Would you say you're attracted to women with a 6-pack, or you don't even matter?
No, I think as I've gotten older, all that look shit, I've laid my eyes on things that would not be, I guess, ideal for other people. But it's just like, oh, she cool. Like, it is what it is.
But I'm saying like that, like she got abs. I'm kind of more turned on type shit. Or nah, it's just like she got abs. That's kind of weird.
It depends on your energy and vibe. I mean, I don't fuck the gut before. Yeah, and I done slabbed the abs. So I've been on both sides of that. But girl $1 million, and I'm cost $600. I was just like, he was just like, all right, hold on, let me go to the car and get some extra. I said, go do what you gotta do. Extra, and so, we paid the $600. She came over and sat down. I was like, listen, don't act like you like me. Just let's get this going. Okay, let's
go and get it.
Right now, I was mad because she rolled me. She ain't let me fuck from the behind. I was mad as fuck about that.
Huh?
Yeah. She was just like, she's like, sit down. I was like, I don't want to. She's like, you gotta sit down. I was like, okay. And then she sat on and just started riding me. I'm like, can I get some doggy?
Yeah, literally.
I want, because I really just,
I'm trying to see what you look like from the perspective.
I just want to smack your ass and watch it go like.
No cap though. It's a scenery thing as well as a feeling thing for a man seeing that shit, like
just seeing it. And I tell, and I know she was bullshitting, but she was riding. And then she came up and was like talking as she ran. So like now we face to face. So I'm like, okay, now mind you, I'm like, this is my first time, so don't act like I'm over here killing you.
Yeah.
I know I'm not, so don't do that.
Yeah.
I'm like, and then she bit her lip. Now, when she bit her lip, I'm like, oh, I'm really working.
Yeah.
And women don't understand this. Like, if I'm hitting you missionary and you biting your lip, in my head, I'm doing exactly what I need to do. To get you where you gotta go.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, she biting. I'm like, okay, cool. So I start, okay, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And then
Football player.
And then I was done.
Yeah.
Right. Then she was like, whew. All right, you ready? I said, no, you don't want to talk? You don't want to? I told my cousin.
She was saying, you ready to leave?
Yeah.
The backstage?
Yeah.
The private?
It's called, it was
VIP.
called something else, but we ain't gonna, I don't want them to get in trouble. But I told my cousin, he was just like, he's like, yeah, nigga, we pay her $600. He said, it's another $600 nigga out here. Say, you got to get up and go. I said, oh, yeah. So I didn't get a chance to enjoy it.
Yeah, type shit.
Yeah. Now I did have one crazy female, and this is a side note. I had a crazy shawty.
Crazy bitches, gang.
At a strip club.
Yeah.
So, is a famous NBA player.
Mm-hmm.
Famous NBA player walks into the strip club.
What city you was in?
Miami.
I'm
at Tootsie's.
What year this was?
I'm at Tootsie. So, I
gotta look to see who the Miami Heat was playing right
now. No, it wasn't a Heat player. It was.
I know. I say who they playing though. Guess might have came in.
This was. This was. You know, you come home from college type.
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
So this was probably like second year of college, first or second year of college. Nah, probably like second. Brazilian shawty.
Ooh,
yeah. Now she had the body, but it was like, excuse me, like it was a built body. Mm-hmm. BBL.
The Mexican bitch be built different too though.
He said, let me tell you about black. He said Mexican. He said Brazilian. That's nigga. Mexican. Look, black people think Mexican, Puerto Rican, and Eduardo, like Ecuador, they all the same. But he was like, oh yeah, he's Mexican. Like, she's like, bitch, I'm Puerto Rican. All right, same thing.
Same thing. It's not though. I know.
So, I'm sitting over there talking to him, lap dance type shit.
Yeah.
Like, what's up? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All of a sudden, this bitch looked towards the door. Oh my fucking God. I said, hold on. I said, not me. I don't know what's going on. So I'm like, what you mean? I'm like, hold on, you see something I don't see? My fucking ex-boyfriend, Jesus Christ, he's fucking crazy. So she showed me all the pictures. Now I know she a little hoe, but she showed me all the pictures like of NBA players and stuff. So I'm like, okay. She was just like, nah. She said, oh, he's my ex-boyfriend. So I'm like, okay, if he is your boyfriend, okay, or you just a bitch claiming.
You just claiming that,
right? She runs. Here's my number. Text me.
To you?
Yes.
She
runs out the back. I look back. I'm like, oh, that's so and so. What up, nigga? I'm like, oh shit, right? and he was just like, he got his whole crew in.
Yeah.
And I leave. Text her. She was like, I apologize. I'm so sorry. Like, I have not seen him in like years, but like I had to get away from everything. So I'm like, in my head, I'm like, she a stripper. I got her number. I'm like, am I finna fuck?
Yeah. She was
I'm like,
okay.
You good?
Yeah.
You gotta act like you care. I'm like, you good? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm like,
trying to be that healer.
Yeah. She was like, yeah. She's like, yeah, come to my spot. Come to my penthouse. I said, word? And that nigga said, word? I said, she was just like, how much you trying to spend? Oh my God. I thought we liked each other. I thought we were vibing. Bitch, you want to come with this transaction shit.
I was spending
my
time.
I said, what's the charges? She was like, well, you got 200, 500, or 1,000 for whatever you want. I said, bitch, get off my line with that. Bitch, I'll report your ass.
Damn.
Yeah, so, I had some interesting.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That leads to my next question. You drink some water that makes you invisible to black women, but other races of women can see you. Which race of women do you see yourself being with other than black? Latin.
Bang bing.
It's something about that. It's something about when they start speaking in that accent or.
Nah, you know, it's another thing. I'm not saying they all like this, but if you ever watch a movie where it's like a Mexican drug lord, or like somebody like doing something.
Yeah.
How many times you ever seen a Mexican woman like leave her man? I've always like. I'm not saying this is it. But I just always had this notion. I'm not saying that they don't, because I know they do. Yeah. But they've always held it, like, especially when it's like some illegal drug shit. They'll hold off the cops and be like, no, he's not here. No, here.
They hold it down.
They hold it down.
That's crazy. My dad, I never heard my dad talk about hold before, but he said one thing. He said, "You better watch our Mexican bitch, because they really love you. They'll kill your ass. You do something to them."
They fertile and they down. Let me tell you something.
Definitely fertile.
Don't ever hit if you don't want to make her your baby mama, don't hit no Mexican raw. Let me tell you something. I did that one time when I was in California. I had a Mexican raw, and normally the pussy like it was like sometimes like it may not be as wet. You got to get it going.
Yeah.
I stuck it in, and I said, okay, I ain't gonna be here long. I ain't gonna be here long. I ain't gonna be here long. I am not, but
shout out Mexican bitches, man. Y'all, y'all hold it down.
Y'all have been solid in all the movies. You seen a Training Day? You seen what's the name? Denzel and his girl.
Yeah.
It was Eve. I forgot her name.
Eve Mendez.
Yeah, she knew what he was doing, but
she was all about the Benjamins too.
Yeah, she knew what she was doing, but she's like, yeah, he's somewhere, like but she was still there. She let it come around every now and again, knock her ass off.
Oh God, that's crazy. That'll be the end of Talk Conversation Podcast 103 by Rich. You want to get your socials again, just in case niggas stayed this long?
Yeah. Once again, comedian, entertainer, extraordinary healer, laughter doctor. On Instagram, Kstriggss, KSTRIGGSS. On Facebook, Kaylan Striggles, KAYLAN Striggles. If you don't know how to spell Striggles, it's Struggles. Take out the U and put an I. Okay. Twitter, I don't really be on it. It's become too much of a porn site for me.
Facts though.
But I'm on that KS25ERA. But yeah, man. In the city in Atlanta, man, doing a lot of shows, doing a lot of content, creating with people. Looking to work, man. So
yeah, man.
Like I said, just come correct or don't come at all.
No kids, man.
Yeah. So
okay, man. I appreciate you for coming on, man.
Appreciate you for having me.
Okay, man. It's been an enjoying podcast. I feel like people enjoy watching it. Yeah, man. Talk Conversation Podcast 103, man. We out this bitch.
Yeah.